Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Govberg, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra Annual Calendar. You can see this 43mm Seamaster Annual Calendar on our website, govbergwatches.com. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our app, Govberg On Time, for the latest news, views, reviews, and multimedia of luxury watches. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this 2010 Baselworld Novelty has the look, feel, and function of a timepiece that truly could be your only watch. Let's start with the basics. 43mm across the round of the case. It is 14.5mm thick, but it has such a generously sloped bezel that you do feel all but the absolute tightest formal cuffs and sleeves can easily slide over it. Now, from lug to lug, it has contemporary measurements, 51.5. Again, borderline oversized, but not overwhelming. I feel on a wrist as small as 15 centimeters, you could still wear this watch with a great deal of proportion and security. Perhaps even on a wrist as small as 14.5 centimeters, you could wear this watch with proportion and security. Now, it does have impressive heft to it. When you add that annual calendar complication on top of an automatic winding coaxial, you have a little bit of case depth. So this watch also has a little bit of the impression of a precious metal timepiece. If you like your luxury watches to remind you that you're wearing something special, you're not the forged carbon type, you're not the titanium and the ceramic type, this is a great example, albeit in durable and easily refinished steel. Now, the strap is a special piece because it uses an unusual matte rectangular scale alligator leather. Generally, these types of straps, especially in the more formal alligator leather, are bright and shiny. Here, Omega does great work with the entirety of the grayscale, everything from the white print of the dial to the gray of the teak deck concept to the polished silver metal to this gorgeous subdued black strap. It works beautifully together. There's a congruence and a sort of handsome continuity that makes this watch exceptionally charming, versatile, and one might even say ideally suited to act as your only watch. And that's because the Aqua Terra is sort of the surf and turf, one might say, of the Seamaster family. The 300 meters are entry-level pure divers. The Planet Oceans are upscale, full-featured, full-sized pure divers. But the Aqua Terra, in a lot of ways, is the modern heir to what was once called the Seamaster 120-meter family. Here you have 150 meters of water resistance, and you have the durability of a movement that is free-sprung with a full balance bridge, but you also get the elegance of Omega's 2008 novelty, the teak deck concept, these strong vertical striations reminiscent of the deck of a vintage yacht. You also have gorgeous applied hour indices, broad arrow minute hand, and immensely loomed plots on both hours, minutes, with an impressive triangular luminescent dot on the seconds hand. So, although the watch is handsome and would easily go well with black tie attire, it's also practical enough that if you did want to see it in low or no light, true to its sports watch origins, it's highly legible. Everything's beautifully balanced too, and the carefully tailored apertures with beautifully polished surround for the month and the date just seem at home. There's no sense of the crowding that one sometimes gets on Rolex dials that have the Cyclops eye magnifier. Here, the graphics are large enough and the fonts are large enough that no magnifier is necessary. Now, it does feature an Omega caliber 8601 annual calendar, requires correction only once per year during the transition from February to March. Everything about the dial is rich, beautifully balanced, and upscale. We've come a long way from the printed dials of the Bond Seamasters of the 1990s. Now, turning it over, you can get a sense of that caliber 8601. It's a true annual calendar. It features 2 mainspring barrels with 55 hours of power reserve. It also features Omega's latest technology, ceramic unlubricated winding rotor bearings, the SI14 amagnetic hairspring, not anti-magnetic, amagnetic. And of course, you can see that it is the latest example of the in-house coaxial caliber, beating away at its quirky 25,200 vibration per hour beat rate. But it is also, in addition to being coaxial, a COSC certified Swiss chronometer. All of the features you expect of a chronometer-grade Omega movement are here, including hacking seconds, so when you pull the crown, you precisely synchronize to a known accurate reference time. And since it does feature a month and date annual calendar, there's a double quickset function. In the second setting position, you can cycle in one direction to change the date, the other direction to change the month. So you think about this watch and everything it brings to the table in terms of usable complication, superior power reserve, an Omega exclusive coaxial movement that has a little bit of heritage from the great George Daniels, and thus a little bit of independent horology aura to it. This is a handsome watch. It doesn't scream I'm a deep sea diver or a deep sea diver wannabe, but at the same time, it brings most of the movement technology from those watches and more water resistance than you'll ever need to the table. So whether you're out on the deck of your yacht or chilling by the pool at the yacht club, this is the ideal companion. And if, like me, you're more of a desk diver, once again, you can't do any better than the Omega Seamaster Aqua Terra annual calendar.